Would you like to get access to cash flowing properties in the US as a Canadian investor? Then keep watching this video. My name is Tamila Rajasingham. I'm a real estate investor, real estate agent, and a global team leader with eXp Realty Brokerage. Thank you so much for watching me. I'm based out of Toronto, and what I would like to do today is walk you through one of our deals that we have access to currently in Detroit, Michigan, and see if you want to partner with us. And I'll give you some information as to some of the strategies that we follow, and I want to give you as much information as possible. And if you have any questions at all, make sure to leave it in the comment section below. Get connected with us. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you can see more videos like this and get that notification bell to see updates on more property and deals, especially right when it hits the market and when we can share this with you. So make sure you keep watching these videos. And let's talk about this. So really, when you're thinking about getting into real estate investing, it's really about looking at the right cash flowing property. And this is a great one. Beaconsfield that you're looking at is a small tenant of property. It's super affordable, obviously, in Southern Ontario and in Canada. It is really hard to get properties of this price to cash flow the way that you're looking at right here. And the beautiful part here is that these prices are, keep in mind, are in the USD currency. So there is if you're Canadian investing, there is a little bit of a hefty amount coming back to you. And keep in mind that this tenant property is currently under property management with our property management company in Detroit, Michigan, and it is located in the hot east side uh, of of Detroit. And this property is fully renovated. It was fully renovated a year ago. Is cash flowing. It's currently, it has tenants and with no reported maintenance issue in the past year. It's a great opportunity to get access to the solid property as you're looking at it. Is, of course, we're showing you both the unleveraged and leveraged options, but it is better. This is a full cash total cash property because it's under 100,000 in order for us to get, because we won't be able to get lending on this. However, I wanted to be able to show you this just as a breakdown to give you a little bit of an overview. And like I say, mentioned, it's a great opportunity to get into the market with a low priced property. And this property is going to increase in value well above the average. It is great to get tenanted. It's going to increase in value over time. And of course, with your cash value, with our strategy that we're using, you're going to be able to duplicate with this property. And just to quickly walk you through this, it's a 3 bedroom property, great lot size, great square footage for the size of this property. Super tiny. It just fully gutted, renovated a year ago, as I mentioned, and it's really well built. These kind of properties, this is what we love doing. These single family homes are great. And this property, it has a 10% property management fee, as we usually do in all of our properties that we do, and our agreement with our property management company. And it's Section 8 verified property, and we have Section 8 tenants in there. So there is that extra layer of protection, as you can check out in some of our videos about more information on Section 8 program, and looking at the expenses, taxes, utilities, and insurance, and estimated maintenance, even though there was no maintenance reported in the last year, which is great. And including the property management fee, the total expenses, as you can see, is 336. The expected, you know, and estimated amount, and the net income of 575 for this $80,000 USD unit. And you're gonna be able to get that in cash flow every single month. So a great value right here. And while I'm showing you this property, and if you have a lot of ideas going in your mind like it did for Josh and I, and the reason why we started investing and started moving a lot of our work into the US, and because I have a network of a ton of real estate agents that I'm partnered with, who's part of my group in the US, it really opened my eyes to the US market and the potential of what is happening in the area. you know I really want to share with you, and if you've seen any of our videos, we talk about this real estate success formula. A lot of where our ideology and our strategies are based off of is that we really look at numbers and analytics before choosing to go to a particular area. So we look at geographic specialization, everything from GDP growth. There has to be an employment growth, activity taking place in these areas, population growth, increase in rental demand, decrease in vacancies. And we need to see again that property demand, purchases, and activity going in these areas, and increase in property prices. And this is going to give us a really good indication if this is the area that we want to invest in. Hence why when we pull these numbers for Detroit, we started to look at a really healthy number and really healthy area that gave us that there's a lot of potential for the properties to appreciate. Home prices increased 20% year to year, rental increase year to year. There was a $7 billion invested in the auto industry. in Detroit. And what that's going to do is drive up the economy, right? It's going to allow people to move in, population growth, employment. It's going to give a lot of people opportunity for employment, and vacancy is dropping. There's also business abatement for companies. There's a bunch of states and cities that participate in this, where it allows you to move into these cities and get tax advantages and rewards for you to start and open up your own shop, which is great. Again, driving the economy, feeding into this whole ideology of the success formula of driving up the economy with population growth, employment growth, etc. And again, the bonus is the Section 8 program, which we're a part of. We don't have cash tenants in Detroit. We participate in the Section 8 program. And our property management company that we work with, particularly, they work with primarily Section 8 tenants, which is great bonus. They know exactly what they're doing. And we always, work with them and purchase properties that in areas that they're familiar with. So we know everything, and we're really supported by people who are the best of the best in what they're doing in that area. And again, to really drive home why Detroit is a great place in Detroit right now is the affordability, the availability of properties. There's that room for negotiation, that discussion. There's market demand still happening in these areas. Again, that potential for appreciation. We don't invest in peak markets, right? We go to, as you can see from our videos, we're interested in areas and cities and towns and that have lots of potential for your properties to appreciate, because we look at beyond cash flow, tons of different ways to win with real estate, from mortgage pay down, asset appreciation, forced appreciation. Again, getting these undervalued, distressed properties and renovating them, getting them up to be able to be livable, great properties for our great tenants. And the city has a bright future with all of the news that you're hearing about that are happening in Detroit, which is great, and the fundings and how much the city's invested in growing that economy. So, our real estate investment strategies we follow, as I mentioned, is BRRRR. So we purchase these under valued distressed properties. We cut them out, we renovate them, we rent them out to Section 8 tenants, and we repeat the process. We refinance, repeat the process, allowing us to duplicate with these low price properties. And so when we meet with you, and if you want to partner with us, this is hands free, guys. You don't have to learn any of this. We take care of the heavy loading. We do all of the work. You literally show up, sign, you're the capital partner, you invested, we have Google Drives, like I mentioned in our videos, where you have access to everything. So this is a super transparent relationship, and you get to be owners of these properties. We establish partnership that allow us as Canadians to invest in the US. We work with cross-border specialists who know exactly what they're doing, so that we're not double taxed, and that we're really, renovating and getting the property up for closing and refinancing, and repeating the process, and working with really key partners who know exactly what they're doing. You have hundreds of units and properties in Detroit and in places in various states in the United States, and working with people who've done this again and again, and people who are great at what they do. So quick contacts are everything. And if this piqued your interest and you want to know more about it, and keep watching these videos, because I have a couple of other deals that we have access to, which much larger properties, multifamily as well. So stay tuned, watch the other videos as well if you're interested in any of those. Again, these are properties, the moment they get into our hands, they do go fairly quickly. So stay connected with us and make sure you book a call with us. I'm happy to explain the full process to you if this is of any interest to you. And maybe 2023 is your time to buy your first property. So if you are interested in buying more properties in the US or investing in Detroit currently, you know, click on the link in the description below. You get access to strong cash flow properties, low price the moment it hits our hands, great appreciation. And you can check out some of the deals that we have access, so that we can partner and purchase these properties together and grow in the process. Thank you. I hope you like this video. Give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section below. I'm looking forward to getting connected with you and growing our relationship. Thank you once again. My name is Dharmila Rajasingham. I'm a real estate investor, real estate agent, and a global team leader with eXp Realty Brokerage. I will see you next time.